Today, I want to share with you a personal story about something that I have experienced myself recently. This is something that you may have experienced yourself, and that is I started to feel like a failure in my business because I thought I was further ahead than I actually was. And it now feels like I've had to go back a few steps and go back to the basics where I was a few years ago. Perhaps you've experienced this yourself. Perhaps this is a feeling that you have in the back of your mind, but you don't articulate or tell anyone. I want to share my story with you in this video, so you're not alone. Everyone experiences this. I'm quite comfortable sharing this story because I know that it's not just me. Everyone will experience this. So let's dive in. But first, I'm Sam. I'm the founder of Freedom in Marketing, and we help businesses that do at least $1 million in annual revenue increase their profit margins, get more clients, and scale your business in a predictable and sustainable way using a back-end system that we have to convert your existing customers and clients into repeat customers and clients. So I felt like a failure because it feels like I have gone back several steps in my business, and it's so hard not to take things personally. Here's what happened. So what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to build a lead generation system on LinkedIn, and I have invested a substantial amount of time, money, energy and effort into building this system in terms of signing up for tools, paying labour costs on the team, my own time in order to record videos for prospects and people that I'm interested, having conversations with people, and we finally got one client through the system. So my offer is that we will help you make more sales in your business to solve your most pressing problem of you don't have any clients, you need clients ASAP. And we have a system that we use, we have a strategy that we use, and we got our first client. So had a conversation with him, I explained the strategy on the video, I then had a call with him, discussed things for an hour or so with him, and then he wants to proceed. So in order for this to work, we have to get results or we don't get paid. So to this particular client, I outlined what the strategy was. I said, my team and I will create all the assets. We are responsible for the result. We only get paid if we get the result. We have to have control of the process. And that was it. A few days later, a person on my team that manages LinkedIn and manages this client came back to me and said, so-and-so clients wrote the emails. Can you approve them? Not emails, but the message on LinkedIn. I thought, well, we weren't supposed to do that. So he's basically ignored what I said to do. I thought, okay, this is what he's put. They're not very good. They don't compelling. I've got a background as a copywriter for a decade before this, so I know how to write compelling copy and what motivates people to take action. And his messages and copy was not compelling, not very long shot. So I then spent 45 minutes to rewrite them myself in order to contain his message that he wanted to convey, whilst having all of the elements in to get attention, get interest, build desire, and get people to take action. Next thing, he comes back and completely rejects my messages because, quote, this is the same kind of thing that I receive in my inbox every day, and I don't respond to it. Okay, so the next thing is I suggested, well, why don't we do a split test between your messages and my messages, because I know my messages will work better. And so what happened there was he then said, okay, but I don't want you to put this in your messages, this in your messages, and this in your messages. So he came in and then literally removed all of the persuasion elements, all of the things to get people to actually put their hands up. Things like scarcity and urgency, very basic things, didn't want to include him. So next thing was, it turned out that he did not follow my strategy. He rejected my messages and my way that we do things. And then he proceeded to systematically remove any aspect of the messaging that will have any kind of persuasion aspect, influence the recipient to take action, and to actually get people to want to book a call with him. So we removed all that. So in other words, I have run a campaign and spent a huge amount of money in this campaign for 3 to 6 months now in total to get this one client. I can now pay my team to execute his strategy, his plan, his copy, his messages, which I know will fail. But I'm obligated to finish what I said I'd do and continue to pay my team to do it because it's the right thing to do. I don't blame the client for this. The client's doing what the client does. It just means that I've been targeting the wrong person and the wrong kind of target audience, and now my company and what we do is pivoting very quickly to avoid a scenario like this in the future. But after spending so much time, energy and effort on this campaign for 3 to 6 months, and then having my team tell me that it just needs more time, it just needs more time, it just needs more time, me looking at the numbers and saying this doesn't hit the benchmarks, what can we do, should we continue doing it, believing the team that says, oh, more time, more time, more time, and then finally getting the client at the time when my company needed the client, only to find that we won't be getting paid our fee, and I've actually paid to run his campaign for him, which I know will be a failure. And honestly, when I had this realization that it kind of feels like I've wasted so much time, so much money at a time when I needed this client to come because a recent client cancelled their retainer, it's hard not to take it personally. It's hard not to feel like a failure. And now I have to sort of look at going back to the basics and going back several steps before to try something else or try something different, and potentially even go back to Upwork in order to get the clients into my business to replace the recent client that cancelled or ended the contract unexpectedly, because I still have monthly expenses and things to pay myself. I have to admit, I'll hold my hands up and say that I do feel like a failure. I do feel like in my business I was further ahead than I was. I'm faced with a catastrophic kind of scenario where a few bad things all happen at once, and then you have to go back and look at the basics, and it really does feel like I've regressed significantly in my business as a result of all of these things that happened. So the point here is that if you ever feel the same, like what you've tried didn't work, or you've put far much time into something than you should, or you have a stark, harsh wake-up call one day that what you've been doing is not the best way to do things, you're not alone, because I literally went through that and still to a little bit am going through it now, a week or so after this actually happened. And then all of this can get magnified when you have expenses to pay and you have team members to pay, and you have to sort of find a way to solve the problem as fast as possible. Otherwise you have to make the difficult decisions of letting people go. So that's all I've got for you. If you ever feel this, you're not alone, because I feel it myself right now. That's all I've got for you. If you'd like to know more about freedom in marketing and how we can help you get more clients more consistently by leveraging your unconverted leads on your back end, and help you build high-end premium continuity-based offers so you can get your existing customers and clients to become repeat customers, clients, you'll find how you can reach out to us below. If you'd like this video or want to learn more strategies, there's a lot of other videos that you can check out going around. That's all I got for you today. Make it a great day and see you in the next video.